Okay, one. Assalamualaikum and good day to each and everyone. Again, I'm Shira Abdul Maramsar, and today we'll discuss the lesson 1, which is the art education in the Philippines. So, before we start, I have here, let's unwrap first these learning objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to familiarize yourself with how and why visual art has been taught in the Philippines in the past decades. Gain cursory knowledge of the arguments in favor of having art subjects in the curriculum. And lastly, become familiarized with the issues facing art education in our country today. So those are the learning objectives. So I have prepared here an activity entitled What's Missing. So any idea what is this? May nawawala. Okay, thank you. So yes, may nawawala sa picture na makikita nyo. So you will just observe kung ano ang nawawala. So I will pick a number and then you will count kung sino yung ma-target, no? Yung number na sasabihin ko is siya yung mag-observe or mag-explain sa picture. Okay, let's start. The first picture is this. So, Miss Dyson, give me a number. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss Kaya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what's your observation based on this picture?
Walang student, walang teacher, may whiteboard, may people, walang upuan.
Okay. Very practical na observation. So, based on this picture, sige. Okay, next picture. Okay, give me a number. 1. Ismail. So, what's your observation?
Walang sulat.
Ano pa?
Very plain.
Very plain.
Nabulis yan. Oh, wala rin line.
Lines. Okay, thank you. Another number?
4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kasi video ang kanan. Sila mo yung dugo. Mabit daw, ano kang dukinan? Straight.
Walang text.
Loba. Walang color. Walang iPhone. Calls kanyente. iPhone. Ano pa? Loba. Walang light. Thank you. So yes. So lahat ng nakita yung pictures ay walang kabuhay-buhay kasi walang colors. Like this classroom, hindi naman ito yung setup ng isang classroom for elementary, no? Napaka-plain, walang colors, walang creativity na nagaganap. So, likewise here sa mga other pictures, like the book, wala siyang sulat, wala siyang colors, so napaka-plain, napaka-boring.
Yes,
This picture also, walang color and so on and so forth. So, let's proceed. So before we start, let us know first the history of art education in the Philippines. So according to Santiago 2013, art education in the country as we know it today is the byproduct of the American philosophy of education, which the Americans brought with them as they supplanted the Spanish as colonizers. So before pa, sasakupin tayo ng mga Spanish colonizers, yung after nila is yung Americans. So, yung Americans, they observe na yung mga Filipinos daw is magaling daw sa art. Kumbaga, creative yung mga Filipinos. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So, at the start of the during the 20th century. So, as the Filipinos later, so, yun na nga, na na-observe ng mga Americans na we the Filipinos are capable of doing arts, no? Magaling tayo sa arts. So, di ba sila yung nag-implement ng education? So, di ba? So, they integrated the art education in the curriculum. So, ganon na-integrate. So, bakit meron tayong art subject ngayon sa elementary, sa high school, sa college is because of the Americans. Kasi na-observe nila na magaling tayo sa art. So, that's the short history of art education in our curriculum here in the Philippines. So, art education, as the term used in the Philippines, refers to the teaching and learning of visual arts. Like for example, is the drawing, painting, sculpture, and etc. So alam naman natin yung art education, di ba? Here in the classroom, meron tayong mga artistic talents. So, di ba, may pinapagawa si Ma'am Amna ng mga like the bookmark. Ano ba yung ginawa natin? Yards. Okay, so that is art. So, kabilang na doon yung drawing, di ba? Nag-draw tayo, nag-paint, baka sa next sculpture na tayo. So this is to distinguish it from education in other artistic fields such as music, dance, and theater. So an example of this in MAPI subjects, visual arts are included in lessons on colors, drawing techniques, and even digital design. So in MAPI, ano ba yung ginawa ninyo sa MAPE? Ano yung natatanda ninyong lesson nyo sa MAPE during your elementary days? Exercise. In terms of art. Yes. Color.
Yung Venus ba na sa color yung t-shirt na white?
Okay. Creative. You color the shirt of your friend, no?
Sabi na ano?
Paggawa ng paper, ano pa?
Sabi na
Yung kandila. Yung kandila.
Why? Ito, art to.
Yung kandila.
Kandila.
Tapos na, yung color, nagluto na nagluto yan.
Para sa flower?
Hindi. Art yun.
sabi natin paper.
Art. Yes.
Magawa ng flower using paper, butterfly.
Yes. Those are all arts. No?
Yes, sir.
So, let's proceed. Santiago 2030 defines art education in the country as being comprised of 3 distinct periods. So, merong 3 phases ang art education here in the Philippines. The first one is the experimental period in the year 1915 to 1935. So, during this time, art education was primarily drawing. So, ang art daw ay tinatawag nilang drawing noong 1915 to 1935. So, experimental period. So, bago-bago lang. So, it is called drawing sa curriculum nila dati. So, where the students learn via imitation. So, yung student lang, wala silang imagination. Only imitation. Like for example is, ako na teacher, I will just post here a picture of a flower and gagayahin nyo the same na nakikita nyo, yung color, yung structure ng flower. So, imitation lang. Wala kang growth na ikaw yung gumawa. Okay? So, imagine, okay, example na yun. So, the next phase, the second phase is the new movement. So, in the year 1935 to 1950. So, si Vicente Dizon is credited by Santiago with starting the new movement in art education. So, si Vicente Dizon is i-credit niya yung etong new movement kay Santiago kasi siya yung first na phase. So, characterized by a growing understanding of the desired philosophy for teaching art not only in the elementary grades but also in high school and college, and increasing particularly in teaching of art. So, dito, na-integrate na or na-implement na sa high school, not only in the elementary, sa high school, sa college, meron na arts, a new movement phase, no? So, sila na yung gagawa on their own base doon sa observation nila. So, gets ba?
Yes.
So, sa first phase, imitation. Here in the second is, sila na yung mag-observe, tapos sila na din yung mag-draw. Okay. The last phase is the newer movement, no? 1950 until here in the present. So, it was in the 1950 that drawing became art education. So, di ba, drawing yung tawag nila during those times. Pero dito na, sa 1952 hanggang present is tinawag na siyang art education. And when Pablo Victoria, an art professor at then Philippine National and Normal College, pioneered integrating art with other subjects in the curriculum. So si Pablo Victoria is isa siyang professor na conduct niya na i-integrate yung art education in other subjects. Like, for example, is sa history. So, integrated na doon yung art. Kasi sa history, like for example, is yung ginagawa ni Miss Mangutara ngayon, nag-drawing siya ng history about KKK. So, di ba, gamit yung art is na express na yung nangyari during those times. So, art is often combined. So, of course, there are advantages and disadvantages of art education. So, let us first know what are the benefits. So, working in the arts helps learners develop creative problem-solving skills. So, yung mga students daw, yung mga learners, they develop creative problem-solving skills. They can comprehend such problem na masosolve nila in a creative way. So, teaching through the arts can present difficult concepts visually, making them more easy to understand. Art instruction helps children with development of motor skills, language skills, social skills, decision making, risk-taking, and inventiveness. So, bakit ba nade-develop yung motor skills ng mga student during art class? Anyone? Give me a number.
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Binatara. Miss Binatara. So, bakit ba nade-develop yung motor skills ng isang bata? Motor skills. Ano nga yung 5 motor skills?
Writing, reading, speaking.
Okay, yes. So, bakit siya nade-develop? Okay, yes. Through art, no? Kapag nagbigay si teacher ng isang, ano yun? Yes, application. So, by that, no, yung student is nag-draw, gumagawa ng sculpture or anything. So, na-move yung motor skills nila. So, it develops eventually. So, visual arts teach learners about color, layout, perspective, and balance. So, yan yung na-learn ng some learners, nakikita niya yung difference ng primary colors, the secondary colors, and so on and so forth. So, integrating art with other disciplines reaches students who might not otherwise be engaged in classroom. So, yung pag-integrate ng art sa classroom is nabibigyan daw ng discipline yung mga learners who might not otherwise be engaged. No? May mga student na hindi mo alam na may talent sila sa pag-drawing. So, you as a teacher, pag nagbigay ka ng activity, like for example is yung bookmark, no? By that, no, makikita mo na yung student is talented pala in terms of doing such thing na activity. By that, no, nag-engage din yung student na interested siya sa during those tayo na classmate. So, the sixth one, art experiences boost critical thinking, teaching students to take the time to be more careful and thorough in how they observe the world. The arts provide challenges for learners at all levels. Art education connects students with their own culture as well as with the wider world. Young people who participate regularly in arts are 4 times more likely to be recognized for academic achievement. So, yung mga bata daw na may mga talent sa art or interested sa artist, they more likely to be recognized na mga achiever, no? Academically achiever. So, yun. So, at magaling din sila sa pag-write ng essay, poem, and yung mga batang hindi nagpa-participate during the class. So, greater arts education leads to fewer disciplinary infractions and higher attendance, graduation rates, and test scores. So, malaki yung rate ng mga student during the art, no? Higher attendance, graduation rates, and test scores. So, of course, there are disadvantages of Philippine art education. So, art educators in the country face an uphill battle as they navigate the educational system and its need to prioritize its resources, often not in favor of the arts. However, there are other issues facing art in the Philippines, some which are much closer to several are discussed here. So, what do you think is the issues na kinakaharap ng Philippine art education? Okay.
Resources and skills ng mga bata.
Yes. Oo. Kabilang yun. Another hand, give me a number, Miss Vera.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. May una. May una lang. What are the issues na na-encounter natin sa during your elementary or high school?
Sa art,
Yes.
issues sa art. Motivation.
Ano lang, issue sa amin is that lack of materials.
Lack of materials. Miss Naihan, yes, correct.
For me, is strategy is the teacher. Is boring siya minsan.
Yes, thank you. How about you, Jose?
For me, for issues in Philippine art, and education is, for me, parang yung one of the major issue is that pag sinabi kasi natin artist is parang walang sweldo or kunti lang yung sweldo na nakukuha nila. So parang that's why parang walang nagpo-pursue ng arts na course kahit which is alam naman natin yung art is very important, right? So yun parang feel ko one of the issues is yung sinasabi nila na ba't ka mag-art, ba't gusto mo maging painters or artists na wala namang sweldo? Why not try to take another course na lang? Parang ganyan na, one of the issues.
Thank you very much. Motivation na. Yes, nakulang sila ng motivation. Other hand.
Okay, one of the issues in Philippine art probably in education is sabi nung na-interview namin yung isang teacher na art na-interview namin na nila. One of the problems sa art within the students is yung visualization. Yes. Yun yung time na dapat is kailangan mong maipakita yung dapat na gawin ng mga students kasi na without parang visualizing hindi nila ma-gets yung ano nga ba yung gagawin nila na arts. So,
Yes. Yes, kulang sila ng visualization. So thank you for that. So here are the problems in artistic value. So lahat ng sinabi nyo ay tama. So the first one is teacher issues. So sabi ni Hasem na yun na nga, walang nag-pursue ng art teaching kasi kulang sa sweldo or maliit yung sweldo. So hindi nila pinupursue. Yun ba? Yes, correct. And then yung teacher issue, kulang ng motivation, tama si kay Rama, lack of training for the teachers. Wala silang alam na strategy na magagamit nila or ma-utilize nila within the classroom na yung student ay para hindi ma-bored during the art class. So another teacher issue is, ano yung sabi mo, Mayuna? Resources. So the second one is art as a subject. So art as a subject, no? Pag naririnig nyo yung art, ano yun? Yes, skills. Ano? Creativity. Creativity, malaking experience. Yes, expenses. Expenses. So, pero tama din yung experience. So, those are correct. No? Art as a subject, tinitignan lang nila ito as a hobby, hindi as a subject. So, nagiging problema yun sa artistic values, no? Hindi nila tinitignan na yung advantages, yung benefits of art, no? Tinitignan lang nila yung disadvantages niya, which is hobby lang para sa kanila. So, the third one is student discipline. So, sa art, during art class, yung mga student walang disiplina. No, yun yung na-encounter sa art class. Like for example is yung paggamit ng mga materials. Pag nagamit nila, iwan na lang nila. So, walang student discipline. So, yun yung na-encounter ng mga art teacher during the art class. The fourth one, art as a luxury. Tama si Maymuna na ang art daw is expensive, no? As the Miss Disuma, na you need a lot of money para makabay ng mga materials. Like for example, is yung ginawa nating painting. Di ba? 120 na isang acrylic, no? 120 for that only. So, very luxury or expensive for the students. So, those are the problems na encounter ng mga teacher during the art class. Not only the teacher, but also the student. So, another thing is yung mga materials, resources, and workspaces. So, limited materials. So, very especially here in the Philippines, very limited yung resources or yung materials na needed sa art class. Like for example, is during our elementary class, kung hindi bibili yung student ng materials niya for that exact art, is wala siyang output. Yung teacher na yung mag-initiate ng bibili siya. So, napaka-limited ng resources or the materials na kailangan during the class. No? And then workspaces. So, workspaces, very limited din yung area natin. Like for example, is yung ginagawa natin here in class. No? Na kasipok ta, so ka-rewards kanyan sa ikog-draw niya. Very ginamuntuda na very limited space for you to draw something or to do an activity. So, management issues. So, management issues, those are the things na kapag, likewise dun sa student discipline, kapag natapos na nila yung art is, pababayaan na lang nila yung materials na magagamit naman din nila next art class nila. So, those are the importance, impacts of art education in the curriculum. So, let me end my discussion with the quote. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it, by George Santayana. So, yung mga tao daw na hindi nila, di ba may kasabihan si Jose Rizal na ang hindi lumingon sa Okay, yes. So, dapat, di ba, na-discuss ko kanina na from drawing is nag-evolve siya or nag-develop siya into art. So, that's how you appreciate yung past na isang past ng isang art, no? From drawing, nag-evolve into art, na-integrate sa mga subject areas na defend na hindi lang siya hobby, no? So those are the things that we should remember, na hindi natin kalimutan na the past are actually right? Past are actually part of the important part of our living, no? So we must appreciate every piece of it. So thank you very much. That's all for my So, before we end, let us relax or reconnect with our learning objectives. No? Na-familiarize niyo ba yung sarili niyo with how why visual art has been taught in the Philippines in the past decades? Yes, diba? Yung three phase na sinabi ko. So the second one, gain cursory knowledge of the argument in favor of having art subjects in the curriculum. So di ba may mga issues and other things na na-encounter natin. So, or na-encounter nila sa pag-integrate ng subject na art sa curriculum. And then the third one, become familiarized with the issues facing art education in the country today. So, those are the problems na na-encounter ng teacher, the student, and the management itself. So, thank you very much.